Welcome to the Lincoln Appreciation Ceremony for the graduating class of 2020. This is certainly not how we expected to celebrate our seniors this year, but make no mistake, we are going to celebrate them. What an amazing group of kids that have overcome many obstacles and grown so much along the way. Before we get into the program, there are some people that I would like to recognize and thank for their role in the education of our seniors. It couldn't have happened without their support. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Dr. Darrell Floyd, our superintendent of schools, and the local school board here in Enid for their support of our alternative program. Also, CFO Sam Robinson, Assistant Superintendents Doug Stafford and Randy Rader, and also Enid High School principals for their support with our kids. Dudley Darrow, head principal, Tanya Rowe, Scott Fitzgerald, Craig Liddell, and Mr. Kendon Mullinax. Also, the people at the State Department of Education that are in charge of alternative programming, Missy Korn being our state liaison. Lincoln counselor, Rochelle Morris, for her tireless work with our students. Also, the Enid High School registrar, Gayla Jones, who supports us along the way. Enid High School counselors, Kim Collins, Tracy Lewis, Kim Hallmark, Michaela Goulart, and Paula Shuck for their work with our students and recognizing students that could benefit from Lincoln Academy. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank our Lincoln Intake Committee of their work, Tanya Rowe, Rochelle Morris, Kim Hallmark, Tracy Lewis, and Greg Smith. This is a group that meets on a bi-weekly basis to recognize students that could benefit from Lincoln Academy and an alternative education setting. Also, our family at Lincoln. Our Lincoln Secretary, Cindy Pressa, for her tireless work and loving on our kids and our faculty as well. Lincoln Custodian, Owen McMillan. Community Resource Officer, David Stogsdale. I'd also like to thank our teachers at Lincoln, Kent Chesser, senior English teacher, Ann Allen, our science teacher, Kelly Irvin, also an English and art teacher, and David Powell, our math teacher. I'd also like to thank Enid High School secretaries that have supported me and our program along the way, Teresa Thatcher, Penny Flynn, Ryan Priest, and Pam Unruh, as they continuously help us out with transitions of our students from Enid High School to Lincoln Academy. Special thank you goes out to Jack and Connie Slarb for supporting our kids, both financially and in any means that we need at Lincoln. Also like to thank KH Financial, Keith and Ramey Holson, for the Valentine's party that they provided for our students this February. Their support is much appreciated. Also like to thank the United Way of Enid, Northwest Oklahoma, for summer scholarships that have helped our students get back on track to have the ability to graduate on time and not have to worry about the financial burdens of paying for summer school. And last, and certainly not least, Kent Chesser for his work in the program for the slideshow, and also Mr. Mark Ray with EHS Media for putting this program together and videoing for us. At this time, we are going to get into our awards presentations, and I would like to invite to the stage Miss Ann Allen to present the first Masonic Student of the Year Award.
Hello, welcome to our celebration of our seniors. This is a wonderful opportunity to represent this young lady. She came to Lincoln as a sophomore, and she's grown tremendously throughout this time. It's been a pleasure to have her, and we're so excited that she's getting the ability to graduate, and she's going to move on and become very successful as an adult. This is the Masonic Fraternity Award for her. This is the Masonic Fraternity of Oklahoma, at the recommendation of Enid Lodge 80, hereby recognizes Brenda Corona who has demonstrated outstanding scholarship, leadership, citizenship, and integrity, and is therefore designated as Student of Today, with appreciation of the past accomplishments and in anticipation of further contributions to our city, our state, our nation, and our world. Again, we'd like to congratulate Brenda Corona for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Next to the podium will be Mr. David Powell, presenting the Mel Masonic Fraternity of Oklahoma Award. Mr. Powell.
Hello. This young man I'm about to present the award to came to us as a sophomore and has done very well at our school. It is my honor to give this award to DeBrian Taylor.
Continuing with the Masonic Fraternity Awards, it is my honor to present the Teacher of the Year Award. At the recommendation of Enid Lodge 80, hereby recognizes Kelly Irvin, and I'll bring her to the stage. For Teacher of Today, the award says, in continuation of Freemason's century-old tradition of supportive education and in recognition that skilled and dedicated teachers are the foundation of any nation's cultural, intellectual, social, and political future, the fraternity honors the recipient for outstanding contributions to our children, our state, and our country, Miss Kelly Irvin. Congratulations. Thank you. At this time, I would like to bring to the podium Miss Rochelle Morris, our counselor here at Lincoln, and she will be presenting Autry Technology Scholarship Awards.
We have 3 students who will receive the Autry Technology Scholarship. Anna Alcarez for Clinical Medical Assisting, Trinity Ensminger for Cosmetology, Jaden Huggins for Dental Assisting. Congratulations.
The next award that we will be presenting is the Oakwood Bowl Turnaround Student of the Year Award. This award is given out annually by Oakwood Bowl. It is for a student that has overcome many obstacles each year to continue their education and graduate from their school. It is my pleasure to present the award for Turnaround Student of the Year to a young man that overcame many obstacles. This young man was dealing with family issues at home. His mother was very ill, terminally ill, and he went through a very rough time. He had 2 younger siblings that he was caring for, as well as his mother. And Todd Hutchison is the award winner for the Oakwood Bowl Turnaround Student of the Year, Todd Hutchison. At this time, I would like to invite one of our senior students to the podium to give her senior speech, Miss Yulissa Chavez.
I would like to thank my family who have been there every step of the way, and my teachers that have had the patience and encouragement to do well in school. I couldn't have done it without their support and guidance to be where I am now. Lincoln School has changed my life. It has left me with wonderful memories. Going to school every day would put a smile on my face because I knew I would have a great time with my classmates and the school staff. It was my home away from home, and I'm grateful for what it has brought into my life. I would like to leave you with a quote Aaron Hardwell once said, "It's time to say goodbye, but I think goodbyes are sad. I'd much rather say hello. hello to a new adventure. Thank you.
Our next senior speaker that I would like to bring to the stage is Miss Faith Oshiro.
Well, it's finally happening. I'm graduating. I'm very surprised I made it this far. I want to start off by thanking Lincoln and all of the wonderful teachers who helped me this past year. If it wasn't for them, I know I would have given up on high school. But thanks to all of you, I've taken a step closer to my dream. It's because of you guys I want to get my degree in teaching and help future generations the way you all helped me. Next, I want to thank my older brother Kai. If it weren't for him helping me do homework so I wouldn't bother my parents while they were resting or cleaning, I probably wouldn't have made it through high school as well. Thank you for cheering me up when I was crazy stressed all the time. I also want to thank my older sister Amanda, who took care of me when my parents had to go to Chicago and is basically my second mother. I know I was, still a heathen, but you never gave up on me. Thank you for being my best friend, and even though you call me a homeless gremlin all the time, I still love you. Now on to the two people in my life who's always been there for me. My parents, Mom. There have been times when I thought, OMG, this is it, she's done with me. But those times never came. You were there for me when I got bullied. You stuck up for me and protected me as much as you could. You helped me through school, my first heartbreak, all my petty fights with my friends, grades, and everything else in my life. You are by far the best mom ever, and I have a lot of people who can agree with that statement. And last but not least, my father. A father is a daughter's first love. Dad, the day you got diagnosed was the worst day of my life. I thought I'm going to lose my dad, whether that was physically or mentally, but you're still here. You've never stopped being here. You are my hero forever and always, and when you watch me walk that stage, remember that when I accept my diploma, I did it for you and Mom. I know this year has definitely been tough on us seniors. This pandemic came out of nowhere and shocked all of us. But look how strong we are. We managed to still be able to have an education while keeping everyone safe and healthy at home. I'm proud to be graduating with such an amazing, strong group of people. I want to thank the principals for working so hard to make sure all the seniors are recognized for our accomplishments. It's crazy to think 4 years ago we were just small freshmen entering high school, scared that the upperclassmen were going to pick on us and worry if we were going to have classes with our friends. Now here we all are about to enter adulthood. Some of us will be continuing on to college. Some of us will stay here, work, or do Autry. Whatever you all continue to do, just know how proud everyone is. I'm proud of us. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
The next senior speech will be read by Miss Kelly Irvin on behalf of Trinity Ensminger.
In all honesty, I'm not all that great with speeches. My high school experience definitely didn't go how I imagined it would. There were so many difficulties and bumps in the road along the way, and I struggled severely. I wouldn't change my experience no matter what happened. Because of this experience, I am now who I am today, and this is all a fresh start to a brighter future. I want to thank my family first for all the motivation and pushing you guys did to get me this far. Every one of you have all been so supportive and showed me tough love to get me here. I love you. Now I want to thank some more big supporters on my team, my staff and principal of my school, Lincoln Alternative. You guys are not only the school I went to, but my second family as well. You all have been so supportive and loving towards me since the beginning. I wasn't doing so well when I came back to school, but you guys helped me so much, even just by the little things you did. I also want to thank my friends. I love you guys, and I'm so very thankful to you for pushing me down the right path and letting me help you do the same. Finally, I want to thank the rest of the people that have been there for me through all the bumps I hit along the way. I've been thinking about my future after high school, and honestly, I'm actually pretty sad to be a graduate already. Yes, I have goals for my future, but school has been a big part of my life, and I've never really known a life without school. To the freshmen who will be in high school soon, don't rush things, because trust me, you're going to miss it.
The next speech that will be given is from Mr. Todd Hutchison. Reading that senior speech will be Miss Kelly Irvin.
Dear class of 2020, thank you for the craziest 4 years of high school I could imagine. I want to give a big thank you to Mr. Parker and the staff at Lincoln Academy. You guys not only pushed me to be my best and do my best in school, but you supported me through a time in my life that was very difficult. If it wasn't for you guys pushing me and making me feel safe and like I was at home, I probably wouldn't have finished school, let alone be a December graduate. When I first came to Lincoln, I had only 9 units of credit, which enrolled me as a sophomore when I should have been a junior in high school. With the tremendous amount of help from Mr. Parker and my teachers, I was then able to get back on track with my class and graduate on time. I took this opportunity to make a new start in my life and push harder. With the help of Mr. Parker, I was able to take on some extra classes doing summer school to get ahead and be a December graduate. I completed all my classes December 2019 with 23 credits. I was ready to graduate. I owe that to Lincoln Academy and its amazing staff of teachers. Thank you for supporting me, pushing me to do my best, and never giving up on me. You all put a huge impact on my life, and I can never thank you enough for it. Thank you for making my last year of high school the best. To all the underclassmen, don't give up. Push yourself to your full potential. You will see the light at the end of the tunnel. To all my classmates, we can now finally say we did it and put that cap and gown on and walk the stage. My name is Todd Hutchinson, and I am a Lincoln survivor.
At this time, presenting the Principal's Honor Roll is Mrs. Rochelle Morris.
Principal's Honor Roll. We have Brian Alvarado, Morgan Baggett, Emily Brown, Jonathan Camarena, Rosilla Capel, Ulissa Chavez, Giovanni Delatorre, Naomi Dixon, Hannah Eiler, Braden Glaze, Destiny Hurd, Kaylee Higgins, Sadie Lopez, Kaylee Majors, Jonathan Martinez, Kendall Miller, Abimael Morales, Faith Oshiro, Brian Parada, Angelica Perez, Teelan Phillips, Zuriel Ponce, Araceli Renteria, Blake Sears, Mackenzie Civils, Skylar Taylor, DeBrian Taylor, Brianna Watson, and Gabrielle Winters. Congratulations.
The next order of business is to issue our certificates of completion. Reading the names of our senior list will be Mr. Kent Chesser.
Anna Alcarez, Brian Alvarado, Morgan Baggett, Jamie Bardsley, Emily Brown, Jonathan Camarena, Rosilla Capella, Haley Carson, Ulissa Chavez, Brenda Corona, Shayla Coy, Giovanni Delatorre, Naomi Dixon, Irene Dobbins, Lauren Edmonds, Daniel Enriquez, Trinity Insminger, Hannah Eiler, Manuel Garcia, Braden Glaze, Tavian Hall, Destiny Hurd, Kaylee Higgins, Tyrone Hill, Hannah Holland, Jaden Huggins, Macy Hutchison, Todd Hutchinson, Jessica Jorlang, Sadie Lopez, Kaylee Majors, Jonathan Martinez, Kendall Miller, Alex Montez, Abimael Morales, Sabrina Mullen, Faith Oshiro, Brian Parada, Drew Peak, Angelica Perez, Teelan Phillips, Zuriel Ponce, Araceli Renteria, Blake Sears, Mackenzie Silvas Kaufman, Brendan Tauber, Skylar Taylor, DeBrian Taylor, Darian Vasquez, Mackenzie Voss, Brianna Watson, Chelsea Weber, Gabriella Winters. Congratulations, seniors.
In closing, I would like to take the opportunity to address the senior class of Lincoln Academy survivors one last time. I know this is not the way we had envisioned parting ways. I would love the opportunity to celebrate your accomplishments in person, to hug, to high five, laugh, and probably shed a tear or two, to brag on each and every one of you to your parents, grandparents, and loved ones. This video will have to serve as a platform for that. It is amazing to me the way you have grown and matured and gained confidence in yourselves. You all have your stories, but more importantly, you all have your future. I pray that Lincoln Academy has served you well in building the foundation, and the lessons that you have learned will guide you going forward. Seniors, I would like to share one story with you before we end this program. This is a poem I found years ago and I used with teams that I coached. I got a call from a former player this past year who was helping with hurricane relief on the East Coast. He had been working long hours without much sleep and was at the point of breaking, feeling hopeless in the task at hand with all the flooding and devastation. In an hour of darkness, he remembered this poem. Here it is. I am only one, but I am one. I can't do everything, but I can do something. That which I can do, I ought to do, and that which I ought to do, by the grace of God, I shall do. That poem is written by Edward Everett Hale. If you learn one thing from your time at Lincoln, make it this. You can make an impact on the world around us. Take the opportunity to help and serve those around you. Be aware of those struggling and lend a hand. And lastly, work hard and be kind. Seniors, know that we love you, we care for you, and we are here for you, and our doors are always open to you. Congratulations, Lincoln Class of 2020 survivors.